Welcome to the Digital Masterclass series, The Importance of Going Digital in a Post-COVID World. Today's topic, we're going to look through engaging with your audience through digital. For the agenda today, we are going to look at why engage through digital, the types of digital channels that you can use, the importance of your audience, managing digital engagement through communities, and generating more responses and how to use that through different tactics and tips. So why should we use digital to engage with our audience? Well, most importantly, it's free. It's an organic way to engage with people online and many customers as well. It also saves time and as well as it is easy access. So this can be done through your computer or your smartphone. The approach is safe and the way you manage your data is also very efficient. Not only can you make adjustments to your products or services while you engage through digital, but you can also develop relationships with customers online and get to know them better. The types of digital channels that we can use on social media are below. So Google reviews, can head over to the ratings and comments section to engage with your audience. You can also use Facebook through a page or a group. And this is through the comments, likes. You can also run a poll and have direct messages. You can also use Instagram as well. And Instagram does a really good job for branding and pushing out high volumes of content in a short format, in a short time span. And you can also check the direct messages link. You can also use YouTube as well. So by engaging through different audiences, you can check the subscribers numbers, the likes on each video, as well as comments as well. And finally, delivery apps. They're very clever in how they're engineered and designed, in that after you receive your food delivery, it automatically takes you to a 5-star rating system where you rate how your experience was. Next, we'll be looking at the types of digital channels that we can use, and that is through feedback forms. So for the first one, Google Forms can be done in multiple ways through questions and responses based on what you would like your customers to fill out and what your needs are. The second one is integrating a form on your website. So this can have a combination of stars ratings. You can run a poll and short answer questions or multiple choice. Third would be Microsoft Forms. The responses can be in short answer. It also provides graphs and statistics for you, as well as it can be a combination of different radio buttons that you can use for multiple choice. Next on the list is app ratings. So this is something that Apple does very cleverly. And it's where they make you review an app during certain stages while you're using it. And it's usually in a 5-star rating format. Nice and easy and simple. All you have to do is just tap and review it. The next one on the list is text message. So this can be a combination because this text message can include a link to the form as well. And if you go through open inspections, particularly for real estate, a lot of the times the real estate agent in the front of the door will ask for some sort of contact details before you can view the property. And finally, which is an email survey that can be run on a poll or a combination as well. This can be done through various email software applications, such as SurveyMonkey, MailChimp, all the above. And this can be done automated for you. Now, the importance of audience feedback. So what's really important about people's feedback? Well, we need to know what people think about the certain product or a service. By knowing and responding to audience feedback, we can gain more followers online. It also leads to new ideas and innovation, and potentially more purchases in the future if done well. And finally, it also allows your business to eventually become a leader in that particular market or niche field that you service. Moving on to why engaging with your audience is important. That's because a lot of reviews are conducted online, and 82% of consumers read online reviews for local businesses, including 93% of people aged 35 to 45. And here are the types of different reviews that are read and being shared online. So the star is the most popular and the one that people read most, followed by the quantity of the reviews and volume. People also look for the recency of reviews, so how frequent and how in the last week or two many people leave these responses. Another one is the length of review. So based on how detailed a feedback is, people really pay attention to that. Followed by the sentiment of reviews and if a business has responded to reviews. Next is consumers that write reviews for local businesses wrote an average of 9 in 2019. And the next sentence is quite an interesting one. 18 to 34-year-olds write twice as much as reviews as aged people 55 plus. So this particular demographic of the market extremely active on online and social media platforms. And that's because they have really easy access, but it's also part of their everyday life. This example is a juice bar. So a juice bar has a healthy and affordable menu and wants more people to know about it by social media. So the digital channels that this juice bar is using is Google, Facebook, Instagram, and through delivery apps. And that is their main channel of communication with their audience. The purpose of using these digital channels helps with the brand awareness and also affirms that the menu is performing as expected and up to customers' expectations. The second example is an event company. So after a successful event, the owner wants to know how they can improve so that more people will participate in future. The company is also looking to explore new ideas and has opened digital channels for feedback. So in terms of feedback, the digital company decides to go with Google Forms, Microsoft Forms, and an email survey. And the purpose of this is that it allows for new initiatives and also adjustments to future events, but also it allows the owner of this company to gain insight into what activities performed well and what people like or dislike. These are five most common ways to ask for feedback via digital. First, in person. Next, text message or a link. Third, over the phone. Fourth, receipts. And fifth, through email. Some of these digital engagement and community management tactics are quite important as well, depending on the kind of feedback that you receive. So here is an example of a positive feedback from a customer and a response from the business. So here's how it goes. Person X was so polite, professional, and delivered what they promised on time. They were also confident and knowledgeable in the area, would recommend 100%. So response 1 represents how the business ideally responds. So, hi Person X, thank you very much for sharing your feedback. Person X takes pride in their work and always strives to deliver the best outcome. Hope to see you again. The second example is a negative review, and it's also important to show how to manage that negative review. So the review goes, service was disappointing, and then there was a lack of communication about the product. I've sent many follow-ups and got no responses. Please address my concern. So the most appropriate way to respond to this would be, thank you for reaching out, and acknowledge how they feel about it. So sorry you feel this way, and would appreciate the opportunity to look further into the issue. Contact us here and we'll help you work to resolve the issue. So these are some top 3 tips on how to manage community engagement. Tip number 1 is that people are constantly online comparing products and services every day. So it's very important that we are mindful about this tip. Number 2, after a good experience, people will be more willing to provide you a positive review if you ask. So it's very important to follow up with this positive review once they've had a great experience. And finally, tip number 3, people who have a bad experience are more likely to leave a review online. Not to worry, but just address it between 5 to 7 days and respond appropriately. Okay. These are some ways you can respond while you're managing digital communities. And the column here is how to respond when receiving positive feedback. And the column here outlines how to respond during negative feedback. And finally, these are some great ways to generate responses through various tactics. So number 1 would be to ask the customers to rate their experience after a purchase. Number 2, offer a reason for them to leave a review. Number 3, use automation and collect responses. Number 4, you want to use multiple communication and digital channels. And number 5, bring your customers' feedback to life. And you can use this through a video or a graphic, or share something online to engage new customers. Thank you very much for coming to this event. Hope to see you at the next webinar. Bye for now.